Just want to start asking you about with the snooker on, and there was 300 fans let inside.
Why have you led with this?
Well, I saw you were vocal in the thing.
Well, I am very vocal about it.
Surely it's safer to let fans hear.
Well, you'd think, and I think there's a range of things that we can do in order to protect. I think we're in an extremely safe environment in the great outdoors, in places where, I mean, the majority of clubs at this level, not many would get probably past 20% of their average, their ground capacities in terms of average attendances. So my personal belief is that we're very safe here. I think if you need to take extra precautions, things like sanitised areas, toilets and turnstiles and face masks, I think there's a solution. I think there's a very easy solution, and it's just clubs are really, really concerned about money, and rightfully so. You're taking out major revenue streams. So I think everyone knows my opinion. I'd like to see the fans back in as quickly as possible.
With Reading on the weekend, after like a long break, and that was your first game back, was there a lackness in sharpness? Or?
Yeah, it was, and that was inevitable. That was to be expected as well.
Was it more than normal in the pre-season?
It is. It's a far prolonged period of time, and not just that as well. There was only a limited time that boys could play competitive football, boys could play physical football, and Reading, albeit a few levels below us, they'd had a couple more games, and from our perspective, there was certainly rust. There was also, again, the inevitable of new relationships, new combinations. We're looking at a number of new players in certain roles, and the combination of all of that, the performance was okay. It was okay.
Are there any positive signs?
There's always positive signs. The positive signs are our squad retention has been really, really good. A lot of those played the other day. Our forward line looks terrific. And there's minutes in the legs, and ultimately at this stage of pre-season where you have had that, like I said, that really prolonged period of absence and not being involved, getting minutes back into the legs is as important as anything else, and we're going to build on that process again tonight.
With last season, you went from a very dogged and organised team to a very fluid and attacking team. Are you looking to stay attacking, or are you
even when we were dogged during the dogged times, and well set up and well disciplined and extremely determined, because we were, during those periods, there was a lot of narrow victories and a lot of narrow losses. To maintain belief through that, that's a testament to the players' attitude and their spirit. Things did change, and there's no secret we're looking to start where we finished, March the 7th. It's on the players to do that. We've got a style of football that we're looking for them to play. We're looking to enhance that. But ultimately it'll be dictated by performances, individual performances, team performances over the next 4 or 5 games.
With the season not really knowing when it's starting, and it could start, they released today, it could start as late as January or as early as 19th of September. Are you finding it harder to motivate the players?
No.
Or are they just professionals?
No. It was difficult I think it was difficult for all of us, motivational wise. In the early stages where we had to do pods of 6s. That wasn't at the football club, and not just from a player's perspective. I think from a coach's perspective, when your mandate is constantly changing, it can be hard. And I've used the word fluid countless times already during this off-season and pre-season. Well, we have been, and we're geared up towards the FA Cup on September the 12th. If that changes, it changes, and we'll have to put our thinking hats on again and look at potential restructuring. But that won't be an excuse. If we don't start the way we want to start, it won't be down to that.
Yeah. Looking at tonight's game against Westfield, what are you trying to get out of the players?
Minutes in the legs. Again, minutes in the legs. We're another group of. We're effectively playing two 2 times teams of 11s. There'll be ample opportunity for new players to show us what they can do. Ample opportunity for existing players to showcase their abilities and show that they're ready and they're hungry, and they're not prepared to allow other people to come in and take their shirts. And we're looking at progress from Reading City as well. So the other Saturday, make no mistake, was slightly disjointed.
Yeah.
We're looking at bridging it together, or at least starting that process.
All right. Thank you, Millers.
All right.
Cheers.
Good man.
All right.